You know, a great man once said, "If you're excited for this match, give me a hell yeah." If you're excited for this match, give me a... Guys,
were we supposed... Oh, okay, I'll play along.
Hell no.
All right, here,
Take 3.
1. All right, 3, 2, 1. If you're excited for this match, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
You guys are awful. Jesus.
Hell
Anyway.
no.
Well, Justin's a mark, so he doesn't count. Anyway, this match, never even mind the match right now. That promo was so incredible. That was probably the best promo, not only of this year, but probably in every single one of these guys' careers. Everything about that promo was so perfect. And I'm so glad that they had nothing but former world champions. Well, if you want to count Dolph Ziggler and Great Khali. But
don't forget Swagger was in there too.
Don't forget him, unfortunately. But yeah, they had nothing but world champions in there. Just a bunch of basically legends and Triple H. So this was absolutely fantastic, man. I loved everybody's performance. I liked CM Punk's performance where he basically blew a gasket when Triple H pushed him. Randy Orton almost going for an RKO but accidentally hitting Stephanie. And then I didn't even notice the apparent tease for a heel turn with John Cena, which has been beaten to death a trillion times, but I didn't notice it because a lot of people were tweeting about it to me. But, John Cena standing tall at the corporation. What's this going to mean? I mean, obviously we know what it's going to mean. It means it's not going to go anywhere because heel and John Cena is like a foreign language. Not even a foreign language. It's like Klingon. It doesn't exist. But I cannot say enough great things about this. I was marking out. I'm still marking out over the promo. John Cena, he is a freaking genius on the mic. When he actually puts his brain power to when he actually gives A+ effort, he's one of the best guys in the business. And this is what I want to see from John Cena on a weekly basis. If John Cena could produce this kind of stuff on a weekly basis, Monday Night Raw would be a better show because the show hinges on him, basically. He is the face of the company. And when the face of the company is doing nothing but A+ effort and nothing but A+ work, the whole show is better as a whole. Now, Daniel Bryan, it has to be brought up. Absolutely fantastic that the crowd trolled Triple H and Stephanie. And did anybody notice that CM Punk, after Stephanie said that Triple H was the greatest of all time, that he nearly laughed his ass off? That was incredible. Dolph Ziggler, too, he was laughing, and I'm sure Bret Hart was just nothing but 4 out of 10s in his mind. This guy's a 4 out of 10, not even my top 1,000. Everything was just, I can't congratulate the promo enough. And Mark Henry, kudos to him. Daniel Bryan was being a little bit shy or humble, whatever you want to call it. And Mark Henry basically said, embrace it. I really, truly hope that he does embrace this because he's basically the most over guy in the company right now. Let's get to the match. I've talked so much about the promo. The match. This is going to have to be a screw job. I'm so excited for... it's going to be a screw job or some kind of ridiculous ending because they have made it so obvious there has to be one champion. There has to be one champion. This is not going to be 100% clean. The fact that it's at TLC, I've said it in the past that TLC is always a really good pay-per-view, and I still stand by that. This card isn't very good, but I feel the same that could be said about last year. I didn't really like the card last year, but the actual matches turned out to be excellent. So I think that TLC's mission right now is not necessarily a great build-up because we don't really have that except for the Cena and Orton and the Shield match. But what they have to deliver on is match quality. And this John Cena versus Randy Orton, whether you hate these guys or not, I definitely do think this is the biggest match of the generation that we're in right now in regard to professional wrestling. They made it seem like it was such a big deal. I'm glad because I'd like to see a lot more of this stuff happen. But like I said before, this is happening at TLC. If this would have happened at WrestleMania, I would say, okay, there's going to be one definitive finish. There's going to be one defined winner. It's going to be absolutely squeaky clean. But it's at a B pay-per-view. So I know something stupid, it's something wacky is going to happen. I know for 100% sure, well, I'm not going to say 100%, never bet against John Cena 100%. I'm going to say 75% that Randy Orton somehow pulls this out of his rear end and wins this match. I'm so confident that he is going to win this match and walk into WrestleMania as the champion. If there's going to truly be one belt, you can bet your bottom dollar that a heel is going into Mania with the champion. They're probably going to build some new guy or maybe have, Punk or Daniel Bryan. Probably not Daniel Bryan. They're probably going to have Punk go against Orton for the belt at WrestleMania. But yeah, I think that this match is too big to have a clean finish, and it's just the pay-per-view that it is on.
As for me, I did a lot of research before this match. I looked at I watched every single John Cena versus Randy Orton match over the past couple of years, and yeah, that's a huge task considering they've had like 1,000. But I've noticed that in every single one, there's not been a single good one amongst them. And I'm not saying it's John Cena's fault. I'm not saying it's Randy Orton's fault. I'm just saying they don't really have good chemistry together. So why should I think this match is going to be any different? Because they've had every stipulation match under the sun, Hell in a Cell, I Quit, Iron Man match. They've had it all. And I don't know how TLC is going to advance that at all. So I don't have confidence that the match will be any good. The ending's what's going to matter here. And personally, I know I'm breaking a character here, but I thought John Cena's promo on Raw was fine. I didn't hate it.
What?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
This is crazy.
What the hell?
I didn't really have a problem with Cena's promo. The only thing I had a problem with is how he graduated from the Triple H school of thought and of leeching off Daniel Bryan's popularity, but that's the only thing I really had a problem with.
Oh, yes, because he really should have let everyone cheer for Daniel Bryan. Yeah, he just shut up and let it happen. The popularity
gets him onto himself, but I'm not saying that's whatever. It's fine. He can do that.
You almost get your ability back, and then you just dump.
Can you let me finish, David? Okay, what I'm trying to say is that his promo was fine. Besides that one little moment, it's not even that big of a deal. He fared better than Triple H in that promo, who just kind of ignored it and tried. He just looked seemingly pissed off that Daniel Bryan was getting that reaction. But yeah, I thought Cena was fine in the promo. I thought Randy Orton was a little bit better. And I didn't like how there was Khali and Swagger out there. They kind of like, okay, there's just a clown of people, circus out there. And I also liked how Daniel Bryan got this is more about the promo now, but I liked how Daniel Bryan finally got his get back on Shawn Michaels. I mean, about damn time. And yeah, I thought the promo was excellent. I liked the whole concept of the Ascension too. And when it comes to the match, though, I don't think it's going to be any good. And I think Randy Orton's going to win just to make sure, though. I'm going to copy David here. The only way Randy Orton's going to win this match is if you go to your Xbox One, take out 2K14,
Please don't do that.
Place it in the tray.
Please don't do that.
I'm making sure Randy Orton wins, goddammit.
You really want to hear me sing Painkiller and E-Tuning?
No, you hear what I said. The only way Randy Orton's winning is he does this. Put it in the tray, close it, and you have Randy Orton win. That's the only way Randy Orton's winning this match.
Damn it.
Now that should cement it that Randy Orton's going to win this match. And, yeah, I really hope Randy Orton wins this match, but if they don't swap the titles, I'm going to be raging on here. You can be damn sure of that, because all that build-up for that, no, I don't want to see, I don't want to see either one of that. But if Randy Orton wins, I'll be okay. If John Cena wins and it's one title, I'll even be fine with that, because I just don't want the swapping of the titles thing. That's the one thing I don't want from this match. And I honestly don't think Cena's turning heel anymore. I had my theories, but now they're making it too obvious, so I'm like, okay, they're not pulling a trigger on that, which I was stupid enough to think they were going to pull a trigger on a heel turn, but whatever. And I think at the end, Triple H is going to screw John Cena over in favor of Randy Orton, because Randy Orton is more of the face, and it goes to the storyline back in summer with Daniel Bryan that they thought Randy Orton was the guy. So I'm thinking Randy Orton's going to win, but just to make sure, go 2K now, guys. We got to make sure Randy Orton wins this for us fans here. All right, that's all I got to say about this match. It's good build-up, though.
I'll start with the promo. Pretty much my thoughts are what David said. This promo was amazing. I thought Randy Orton's promo was good, and then Cena comes in. I was like, well, okay then. It sucks for you, Orton. But promo was good. But moving on to the match. This match, it's getting built up to be one of the biggest matches. So if they have to give this match time, and they have to give it. So, I honestly want this match to go for, half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm crazy. And
oh, yeah.
I don't know if I like long matches, so I'm cool with that. I don't know if it's just me, but I enjoy a lot of the Randy Orton Cena matches. Am I the only one? I know Justin say he doesn't like them. Is it just me?
No, it's not just you.
Not just you. Well, it depends. I like the tables match they had on Raw. I liked a few of them.
Well, I won't go into all the matches I liked, because I could, but I do like a lot of their matches. So I think these two, for me, click, and I'm looking forward to this match. I think they can put on a great show. I do see this match, and I was normally going to say they'll switch belts, but as Justin said, they've pushed these titles being combined so much that if they don't do it now, it's just going to be like like a punch to the face to the fans. So they can't. But then again, they WWE are known to do that, so I wouldn't judge them if they did it. But this is the way they built it up. They have to combine them, and I see this going two ways. Cena's going to join with the Authority, not so much heel. He doesn't have to go heel for this. He can just join the Authority. Maybe even Vince McMahon comes back. He's a face. That's sort of Authority, that side of it. But I don't see Cena turning heel. As Justin said, they're making it too painfully obvious now. So that I see Orton winning, or they will switch belts. I don't see Orton winning this. I really don't. I see the titles are going to be switched, or Cena is going to turn heel, or something along those lines, or join like Vince McMahon and win. I don't see Orton winning both titles. But I'm really looking forward to this match. I've got to have all those reallys because I'm actually keen for this match. And this match alone is going to make me get this pay-per-view. So, very much looking forward to it.
Let me just go ahead and say that, just to get this out of the way, this is not the ideal situation. The way that this match came about, I don't like it. I think it could have been done a whole hell of a lot better. And this is coming off of the fact that I was so excited to see a story about professional wrestling when I went to Yahoo. I very frequently go there, and there was a story about professional wrestling as one of the featured stories up on the scroll on Yahoo, and I was like, oh crap, this is like amazing. Then I read it, and it was just nothing but the author talking shit about the build-up for the match. But the funny thing was, he wasn't talking about the specific build-up. Like, he wasn't talking about the promo that we saw on Raw. He wasn't talking about any other moments. He was just talking about what WWE did wrong in their approach. I don't want to be that person, because I'm going to judge based off of the things that I see presented to me. So I can acknowledge the fact that, yeah, this isn't an ideal situation. But on Monday Night Raw, that final segment was fucking amazing. I absolutely loved it. These guys can vouch for the fact that just a few minutes before the show, I was watching the promo and I was screaming and laughing and like, oh yeah, acting as if that was my very first time, marking out basically, acting as if that was my very first time watching it. That's how good it was. John Cena, he was absolutely amazing. Randy Orton, he was really good too. He did his damn thing in that promo. I love the fact that he was in those dudes' faces. Shawn Michaels, I'm better than you. Bret Hart, if I was in that match with you so many years ago, there wouldn't have needed to be a screw job because I would have beat your ass. I freaking love that. Mick Foley, I took years off of your career, maybe even years off of your life, and Mick Foley was standing there like, he did. He did. And that's just acknowledging the greatness that Randy Orton does possess from time to time. And on the mic, he was really good last night. John Cena is the motherfucking man. I have no problem whatsoever standing here and saying he was absolutely amazing. What he did last night on the mic was masterful. And for all of the people that talk about how much John Cena is hated, do you realize that they barely let Randy Orton get a word in edgewise? Randy Orton had to scream over the crowd, and you can see him getting pissed off at the fact that they kept interrupting him. But did you notice? They shut up and let John Cena talk. And he basically led them across the street like a fucking child with their parent. He had that crowd in the palm of his hands. And the way that he worked Danny Bryan in there, you say, Justin, that was a minor little problem that you had with the promo. That was honestly one of the best parts to me. The fact that you have this crowd who's so much in favor of this guy who's not even in the match, and you take everything that they feel for him and work it into your favor, that's the sign of a true master of the mic, and that's what John Cena is. And he was so great on Monday Night Raw, and I'm not seeing too many people complain about the fact, maybe I'm just running in the right circles, that I don't see all of the bitching about the fact that Randy Orton was pedigreed by Triple H. But I think that was very important, and we needed to see that because that eliminates the possibility that Triple H is going to interfere in this match on Randy Orton's behalf. I don't know if anyone has thought about it from that perspective, but after Randy Orton knocks out Triple H's wife, there's no way in hell Triple H is going to let him or help him win those championships. That's not going to happen.
I think it was just a spur of the moment. I think that it was just, you know.
Yeah, same here.
Honestly, I agree with Jay. That's why I said Orton's not winning.
I think that's specifically why they did that, because for Triple H to just pedigree Randy Orton out of nowhere and it not mean anything, I think they did that to even the odds. And it's funny that we have a lot of you guys on different sides of the fence, because David says they're saying too much that there's going to be one champion. So that makes you believe that there's going to be a switcheroo, or one person is not walking away with both titles. I'm the type of person that says they're saying so much that one person is walking away with both titles, that one person is walking away with both titles. Like, I can't see it going any other way. And I don't know if this is necessarily the most awesome thing. I'm sure a lot of people will look at it that way, but I see WWE really trying hard to end the speculation amongst the fans. They're trying to get away from all of the screwy finishes, like Triple H interfering on Orton's behalf, the possibility that the guys are just going to leave with their same titles or switch the titles. They're working into the storylines that none of that stuff is going to happen. So people kind of like ease their minds and go in with an open mind into watching the match. And speaking of watching the match, they really have the possibility to bring down the damn house. And I'm really hoping that it happens. Randy Orton, John Cena, give credit where credit is due. They are at their spots in WWE for a reason. They proved that last night on the mic, and I'm hoping that they prove that on Sunday in the ring. And I'm going with Randy Orton. Oh, hell no. No. I'm going with John Cena for the win. John Cena is going to be the undisputed champion.
So we're split down the middle on this one. Because me and David think Orton's winning it, and you and Brandon think Cena's winning it.
Yeah, I think we have, no offense, Justin and David, but we have the better side over here.
Damn
Never
right.
root against John Cena, but in this case, I did that 2K thing, so you guys are going down. Without having that happen, you know what?
But with WWE ending speculation on one end, WWE fans, God bless us, or I'll say God bless them, because there are a lot of interesting folks out there. Have you heard some of the theories about this match?
Which ones?
One in particular, and I'll say myself that I found it pretty interesting in Triple H's interview with Michael Cole. He does a weekly sit-down interview, and Triple H, in this interview, it was just something about the way that he spoke. He said that at TLC, there will be one champion. One man is going to walk out of that pay-per-view with both championships. And he said, the King of Kings will crown the champion of champions.
You don't
Jesus
think...
Christ.
Okay,
No.
now,
Christ.
So
are we all going?
like
Are we all
with-
thinking the same thing here?
with no leading at all? I said
No.
I said exactly what he said, and that image popped in your minds too. So I'm not just the crazy one.
I'm horrified.
Let's not say
I'd
what
rather
it is.
Cena win this one.
Let's not say what it is.
It's funny. It's funny because I didn't see that interview, but the other day I was thinking. I'm not going to mention it, but I was thinking. I was like, maybe. Like, no. I was even going to mention it today, but I was like, no, I'm not going there.
Hey, you just sent shivers down my spine, dude. I'm having a cold chill right now.
But I'm pretty sure we're all on the same wavelength right now. So I'm not crazy. That's good to know.
I need to sit down a second. Oh man.
Hey, you're standing up.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Do
If
we
that
have
happens.
any closing thoughts on TLC before we get into the show itself a few days away? David?
I would be the first person in Connecticut marching in front of the WWE headquarters if that happens.
I would be right behind him with torches.
I'll get a flight and I'll head there.
Okay, maybe
What's
I
that,
shouldn't
Erica?
have mentioned that because now everybody is consumed with the idea. What do you think about the
What's-
show as a whole? Just on paper, if I had not mentioned that, what do you all think? Like, what are your thoughts on the show?
I still think the card is really weak, but this was the same problem with a lot of the other pay-per-views. I think TLC was the same situation last year, but the match quality delivered. The only way this pay-per-view, I think what this pay-per-view has to do is just deliver on the match quality, and then things will be probably okay. But the most important match, obviously, is the main event. And that is what this show is really hinging on. They need to not only have an excellent match, but this needs to be a match that I can go back and watch years later and say, you know what, this was pretty damn good. And that's to get the pay-per-view up to about an 8.5-ish. I know I don't like doing numbers anymore, but they really need this main event to deliver. This was like Triple H and Brock Lesnar. I think it was at Extreme Rules or WrestleMania. Charlie said that if this match is not good, then the pay-per-view fails. I think that that's the same thing with this main event right here.
For me, I'm excited for TLC because I do think there's potential there, but whether WWE executes that potential is an entire story entirely. Wow, that didn't make any sense, but go with me. I think best match of the card will probably be the main event if the ending is done right, and the guys can do something, pull something out of their asses, because they really do not have good in-ring chemistry when it comes to wrestling. But the match I think I'm most looking forward to is that match, but I do think there's potential for the Divas match, like I said, if they give them time, and I think this could be a solid pay-per-view, or it could be worse than Battleground. It just all depends on the booking and how the matches are carried upon. But we shall see. I'm giving them a chance here. Benefit of the doubt.
David said this match has to be good, this TLC match. It literally has to be good. Even if this match is bad and every other match is amazing, I'm still not going to like this pay-per-view because this whole pay-per-view is pretty much built on this one match. So they're going to make this match good, and I'm going in thinking this match is going to be amazing. So they better deliver. That's my thoughts.
Amen.
Yeah, they've sold the hell out of this match, one of the biggest matches in WWE history, a match of epic proportions. This is the very last time that we're going to see these two titles in the very same ring, and they did a wonderful job with that championship ascension ceremony and making this seem like a big event. They're giving it that big event feel, and this doesn't have to be a good match. This has to be a great match. I'm setting a standard that high. They better go out there and fucking perform, because I'm really interested right now, and don't let that interest go to waste. You have a lot of eyes on you right now, or at least I'm hoping that this was enough for people to consider buying TLC who normally wouldn't buy the show. But we'll see what happens. We will see. And Danny Bryan, I'll say good job for him. And I don't know if that was necessarily an amazing moment for him on Raw, because he did seem kind of nervous. It's like in his head, he was like, guys, stop cheering. They're going to beat me backstage. Like, he was true. He was so nervous about his popularity, but
I would say humble.
I'd say shy.
I'd say scared, terrified.
Yeah. I would agree with Jay. I think he's like, oh, god damn it. I don't want to go backstage. I really don't.